The NBA 2K21 demo is here. And in the demo, you can get a head start on your My Career by jumping in and trying out the My Player Builder. To start off, you have the option to download the My NBA 2K21 mobile app to scan your face into the game. Once you're good with your appearance,
We are, well, great attitude. His work inside, a big part of the DA. Thanks. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Sexton.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Victor Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holiday in at the 2. And for Cleveland, Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Kevin Love out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Garland in at the 1. Back to Sexton. Now here's Garland. He's guarded closely. Here's Drummond. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
That final score really caught a lot of people off guard. I think we would have to quantify that one as an upset.
No question. I know I did not see that coming, especially when they had a chance to win it late in the 4th quarter. I thought for sure they'd get it done.
That's tipped. Turner with it. He's picked up by Drummond. And here they go. And the shot by Warren, no good. You talk about the quiet producers in the league. T.J. Warren is one of the first names that come to mind.
The last few seasons, Warren has come close to chipping in 20 points a game. Doesn't do anything flashy, but he just hits his shots and piles up the points on a nightly basis.
Here's Brogdon. The Cavaliers making the shot. Warren, the pass to Oladipo. A baseline J. Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
That one goes in.
The closer Sexton gets to the basket, the more dangerous he can become, and the defense has got to recognize that.
Now Holiday taking a look at his stats. He's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Can they get it? And then Oladipo with the jam.
Yeah, Oladipo has had some highlight dunks in his career. There's another one.
Now here's Sexton, guarded by Holiday. Sexton kicks to Drummond. To the middle. Here's Love, and the dunk by Love.
Love has some height and enough ability to get up and throw it down.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. 7-point differential. It's blocked. And here's Sexton. 26 points for him last game against the Bulls in Chicago. Cleveland moving the ball around to the inside. Drummond, and he gets it to go.
A tall and powerful big. Drummond has a natural ability to finish inside.
Both teams will make substitutions. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And the free throw line was a problem spot for him in their last game. Really struggled up there.
And in the summer of 2018, Kevin Love signed a 4-year, $120 million extension to remain in Cleveland.
Yeah, and Kevin right now is the bridge from what was to potentially what will be. And in that what will be scenario, what will be happening is Kevin Love probably gets traded at some point. But he's been great for Cleveland. He's been a great ambassador for the city. The things that he's doing off the court philanthropically have been amazing. And Kevin Love is not done in the NBA. Still another team out there for him to go to and contribute to.
Here's Holiday after the made shot from Andre Drummond.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wraps for him.
So much talk about 48 minutes. The team with the lead letting its guard down. Now, you think about the Cavs and the 2 MVP awards that were won for that franchise. Of course, that was LeBron James in back-to-back seasons, both in 2009 and 2010.
Thompson, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. And then in 2013 with Miami, LeBron Brent finished 1 ballot shy, burning all the MVP votes.
We wouldn't see a unanimous MVP winner until Steph Curry did it in 2016. But just as impressive, if not more so, LeBron James with a total of 4 MVP trophies over a 5-year span.
And so he hits both. And truly some significant roster changes for the Pacers this past summer.
Jeremy Lamb, Malcolm Brogdon, T.J. Warren, they've gotten younger and gotten better as well, if you ask me. Excellent work by the Pacers front office.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Holiday against Porter. And Holiday, here we go. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Back to Porter. Looking for Nance, and he gets it there. Can't cash in from close range.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. The kick out to Holiday. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Garland. Nance outside. This one for 3. And so it's Cleveland in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Nance and Thompson are up front. Then there's Garland. Then it's Porter. And it's Windler in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. And Thompson throws it down.
That's what Tristan Thompson does best, just working the glass and working the D over.
Ray, you stood up for 6 teams in your NBA career. What do you think about some of the front offices that you came across during that playing time?
I think when you find a front office, when you move from franchise to franchise, is what it...
Whoa!
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Now here's McDermott, guarded by Porter. Nice shot by McDermott.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Here's Nance, and the jam by Larry Nance.
So fun to watch Larry Nance Jr. get up and be in flight.
Pacers trail by 9. Out to the right wing. McDermott passes to McConnell. Makes it off the glass. McConnell's got his first points in this one.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Sexton, and Sexton slams it in.
Well, Sexton as a guard making that look so pretty.
McConnell passes to B. Thompson. No good from outside.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming, Kevin.
And the shot goes down.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. But players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. Some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. Here's Windler. Sinks the three-pointer. Windler's got the lead up to 14 now for the Cavs.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The Pacers shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
He's a multi-talented player, is T.J. Warren, and capable of playing now both forward positions with the way the game has changed. A valuable player for what they want to do offensively.
Brogdon kicks to Turner. And Oladipo has it in the corner. Cavaliers with the rebound. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
I mean, in the modern era, you have to be able to stretch the floor or you're going to struggle.
Yeah, the best way to make it hard on teams is continue your motion, and their motion on the perimeter just wasn't good enough. That ended up costing them.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Garland's checked in, and the Pacers also making a change. Sampson's checked in. Garland with the bucket.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And Garland comes to help. Here's Sampson. He's guarded by Love. Sampson's shot is off.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
It's tipped, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. What an asset to a team when you've got big men who can knock down free throws. Look here at the top centers and power forwards in terms of free throw percentage this season. Kevin Love, fourth.
That is a very confident group of players at the free throw line. We haven't seen them struggle there as some of their brothers in the big man fraternity have.
Big men making free throws? Who knew? These players are as comfortable at the stripe as they are in any other aspect of the game.
And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That is his first foul of the game. Justin Holiday's checked in for Aaron Holiday. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Oladipo. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
Now, such a good scorer on the inside, finding just a bit of space, and then Oladipo confident to knock that one in.
No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That's on Malcolm Brogdon.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And stolen by Drummond. Now Cleveland moving it up. Now here's Garland. He has 5. And Sexton has it in the corner. And that one released in time, but no good. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the show.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. It was all about Cleveland as the game got going. They had intensity in their eyes, and that'll...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been quite a game for Colin Sexton.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
On the court for Indiana, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Victor Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Holiday in at the 2 spot.
I love the burst of speed turbo button there from Oladipo. He can blow right past him.
And for the Cavs, their #1 goal is to identify a young superstar to build around.
Yeah, they've had a nice collection here of guys that they hope step up and step out. Cleveland's only 2 Rookie of the Year award winners have been LeBron James and Kyrie Irving. Franchise changers hard to find.
Sexton, that's in there. Love with the assist. 10 points for Colin Sexton.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Here's Brogdon. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Osman, the pass to Love. Back to Osman. To the wing right side. And Drummond kicks to Osman. 6 to shoot. Releases. The short one's on the money. Osman's got his second bucket of the night.
Got to talk on defense. That left him all alone.
The kick out to Warren. And again, it's Indiana.
And how about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Love dishes to Drummond. Poked loose. It's stolen by Oladipo. Lobs it up for Holiday. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Andre Drummond. Averaging 17 points per game, 15 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's been a rock in the middle for them over that stretch of games. Dominating the glass is his trademark.
I feel like those rebounds are wearing down and eroding the opponent. His effort right now, physically and mentally, has been good.
And Thompson kicks to Garland. Drills the three-pointer. Garland's got 8. Replay angles are interesting, Brent. Instant feedback on social media. Talk about the increased pressure now on referees to get every call right.
So many times, Kevin, on nights where you're working games, you sit there for a minute and a half.
In super slow motion looking at the play.
And still sometimes hard to get it right.
Very hard.
What I think the league should think about doing with the competition committee is every team in the league should have 3 and 4 cameras that are mounted so that every time there's a replay at any given arena, they have access to the same angles.
For every game.
Every game. Where are most of the times these calls being missed? Where are these calls getting wrong? And how is it that we can implement some technology to help us not only get it right more often, which is the most important thing, but also fair and balanced vision for the referees to have an opportunity to do so.
What an excellent idea. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. They trail by 16. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. The Pacers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Nancy's checked in for Kevin Love. Stolen by Holiday. Turner looking around. Over Thompson. Turner. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Out to Nance. Puts up a 3. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Let's now to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Drummond.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D. And here are the numbers for Turner. He's been in good form here the last few weeks. First in blocks. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
He has been a human highlight reel all season long. Clearly the best shot blocker in the game right now, and he has the numbers to back it up. The Pacers making a switch here. McConnell's checked in.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Garland, the pass to Nance. Trying to get open is Thompson. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Miles Turner. The Pacers making a change here. Oladipo's checked in.
Well, we know that Larry Nance Jr. is an athlete. Now it's crucial for him to show that consistently he can knock down a shot, maybe even extending to the three-point line. Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
And there's Garland. That's good on the assist from Porter. Porter's got 3 assists in the game. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Bitadze can't hit.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Garland with the bucket.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And yes, it's good.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give them some space, let them get to work.
Here's McConnell, and the layup is good. There's 10 seconds left to play in the third. Thompson, high post. Just 3 on the clock, and he lays it up and in. Thompson's got 8 points.
Thompson shoots such a high percentage on the inside, most of his shots coming around the rim.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Cavaliers lead by... And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. A moment now to reset the lineups. Back to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Andre Drummond is out there with Thompson. And it's Osman in at the 3, the small forward.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That'll be his second foul of the game. Drummond finds Thompson. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
Tristan Thompson not wasting any time having the ball in that situation to get 2.
Warren the pass to Brogdon. Holiday dishes to Oladipo. Right side Holiday. Over Sexton. The shot by Holiday, no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And it's in there.
There's just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
From deep three-point range. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's Warren. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Well, he's such a gifted scorer and finds different ways to do it. T.J. Warren playing his role up well here.
The pass to Garland. Kicks it to Sexton. Cleveland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Pass to Garland. Just 5 to shoot. Launches a 3. Offensive rebound. Passes it to Osman. Goes up again, and it's good on the way in.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Outside Holiday. And he uses the glass on the layup. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. To the right side. And Drummond kicks to Thompson. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
Here's Warren. That one drops for him. Warren's got 4 points in the quarter.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Taken away by Holiday. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter.
Such great timing from Oladipo on the weak side to find that alley-oop. Great communication there.
Here's Osman, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Cavaliers lead by 20.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Love's check in for Cleveland. Indiana also making some changes. Doug McDermott comes in for Oladipo. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Justin Holiday. Garland the pass to Drummond. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And it's Drummond with the jam.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Cavaliers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Drummond.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Got that one up quick.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Garland kicks to Drummond. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Back to Love. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. And it's Drummond missing. On the wing, Holiday. Defended by Sexton.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Garland with it. Here's Drummond, and it falls. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
This arena was rocking.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
upper and lower body fluid, and goaltend. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending.
the Clippers and test your build in a game against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes, and it's my player picking up the assist.
And if you're not feeling one of your builds, you have the ability to make 6 total builds and play 1 test game for each one. In the NBA 2K21 demo, you can also
Action just moments.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball. Hey, Dave.
Well,
You better believe it. Outstanding, David. Thank you. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Holiday in at the 2 guard. And for Miami, Jimmy Butler is out there with Jones. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Robinson. And it's Nunn in at the point guard position.
And historically, you almost never saw a great shot blocker who could also knock down triples at a high clip. But count Miles Turner among the unicorns who provide that rare combination.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Robinson against Warren. Robinson, that's good. And the stretch center in demand. For Miles Turner, Greg, how does he take that next step as a player?
Getting stronger. And continuing to improve his recognition and communication at both ends of the floor.
Here's Turner after the Heat pick up 2. And Oladipo kicks to Turner. From deep, 5 on the clock. Oladipo misses. Brogdon against Jones. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Nunn. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Charlotte.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Jones, and Jones slams it in.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Holiday with the 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Nunn. That one, no good. Good D by Brogdon. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Miles Turner. He's been more than solid over the last month, averaging 12 points, just over 3 blocks, and 8 rebounds. And not many players possess his kind of ability to protect the rim. I mean, you look at the block total, pretty remarkable.
All shots he's changed just by challenging them. Such a luxury to have someone like this as your last line of defense.
Now here's Butler after Malcolm Brogdon's miss. Good ball movement here by Miami. Butler, no good. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for Indiana. They trail by 1. Last time they met was in Indiana.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
Point blank, this is a bad combination. If you're looking to get stops, that's not the way.
Here's Adebayo. The kick outside to Butler. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound, Heat. Left side, Warren. Passes it to Holiday. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And Smitty, you talk about players who can just be vicious to the rim. Wow. Derek Jones is on that list.
Yes, he can dunk the ball with so much force. You feel the building shake. So scary when he's coming down the paint to catch a pass because of his insane leaping ability.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. That one goes. Count it.
Justin Holiday with the aggressive move, getting better and better off the bounce.
And stolen by McConnell. Out on his own on the break. Drops in the breakaway layup.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Now here's Dragic. Defense right on him. The pass to Hero. Miami no good on that time either. On offense, here are the Pacers. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. McConnell passes to Holiday. Indiana with a new shot clock. And Jones sends it back. And it's slammed in by Jones.
Iggy just keeping his head up on his swivel all the time.
Pass to Sampson. Now, here's McConnell. He's guarded by Dragic. A shot by McConnell, no good. The Heat trail by 4. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Has to be Thompson. Outside Holiday. And it's off from three-point range. Pass to Iguodala. Here's Jones. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Doug McDermott.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And so Jones nails both of them. 5 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's McConnell. No good on the last second attempt there. A good close contest. So you learn about Jimmy Butler. Difficult journey to where he is now.
Basketball. That's that. It always took my mind off everything.
Boy, you hear that so often, don't you, Greg? Between those lines can be an escape from the outside world.
And in the end, Butler's obsession became his escape. Maybe why he remained so devoted to the game.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And when you consider how the Pacers are doing, guys, what do you think?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And so in the game for the Pacers, we've got Doug McDermott, and it's Bitadze in at the center, filling out the middle. Indiana again, turning it over. And here's a look at some numbers for Brogdon.
He hasn't been as sharp in the past 10 games as we're used to. It shows in his passing. The assist numbers down. Even the simple passes look tough for him right now. Maybe tonight he can get back on his game.
And Indiana shooting 43% from the floor. McDermott can't get it to go.
Woo, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
That puts them in the lead. As many of recent players to enter the league, which had rookie seasons that surprised you?
I think Donovan Mitchell, the way he came out of the gates. I knew Luka Doncic was good, but because I hadn't seen much film or seen him live, he surprised me. Trae Young, the way he's played from a small guard position, those are some of the guys that have surprised me. Some were high drive picks, and some were a little bit lower, but those are the three.
Dragic on the follow. Dragic has got his first 2 points of the night.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Here's Sumner. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish. And the veteran Goran Dragic still producing late in his career. Not the force he once was, but always a source of playmaking and scoring.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Three-pointer, Butler. The rebound by Brogdon. Indiana trailing here. Lob pass to Warren. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Crowder. Finished off the break. Crowder's got his first basket.
Plays with a high motor. Crowder knows only one way to play, and that's in fifth gear.
Well, you look at the career of Dragic, Greg, he's always been a scoring point guard.
Yeah, and as Dragic has aged, he has learned to lean more and more on his outside shot. Even when his first step and speed start to falter, he'll find ways to put up points.
Here's Sumner. Misses the three. Here's Butler. Banked in off the glass. Butler's got the lead up to 5 now for the Heat.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now the pass to Turner. Knocked loose. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Miami. The advantage in one series. And, of course, the Indiana Pacers. They're just sitting one spot down right on their heels.
And right now for the Pacers, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
I agree. As good as they've been, they do seem like they're missing that true killer instinct that sets the great teams apart from the good ones.
Here's Butler. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, you know they wanted a few of those plays back. What a tough way to go out in that one.
Yeah, they came in with a purpose, gave everything they had. It just wasn't quite enough.
And while we have a chance, how about the numbers for Brogdon? Averaging about 16 points, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Kelly Olynyk checked in for Adebayo. Robinson comes in for Crowder. And Hero subbed in for Jimmy Butler. Shots good by Turner.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
Going to the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged and everything has to be earned.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. The shot by Holiday, no good. Shots good by Hero. And now a 5-point Heat lead.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
And the ceiling Turner has is impressive. Has the potential to be a dominant big man in this league.
Good on the second free throw. Miami leading by 4. Now here's Dragic. 11 points last game. Buries it from three-point range. Dragic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Pass to Bitadze. 3 seconds left, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. Some good moments from both teams, but as the... And that's going to...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what we've seen from Jones.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
They've got Adebayo. Jimmy Butler is out there with Jones. Then it's Robinson. And it's Nunn in at the point. It's the group on the floor for Miami. The Heat leading by 7. Here's Butler. Tries again. Robinson passes to Nunn. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Nunn's got 5 points so far.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. And let's run down for you the top 3-point shooting point guards in the league this season. Pacers trail by 10. And Bam Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
Turner passes to Warren. It's deflected. Inside, here's Jones. Good work there as it goes. Jones has got the lead up to 12 now for the Heat.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
Oh, what a beautiful pass. And then to catch and finish all in one motion. Stupendous.
An alley-oop like that, Greg, is so rare you just got to take a second and enjoy it. Robinson, that's good.
Not only is he a deadly shooter from out there, but he is towering over his defender.
And so Holiday will bring it up for Indiana. 15-point game. Tipped away. Adebayo with the ball. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Butler kicks to Adebayo. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And the Heat lead by 17.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Goes up on the wing, and it's good off the back rim and in.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Down low, Jones. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
Outside to Brogdon, and so Indiana again turning it over. Smitty, you played with the U.S. national team. Would you say they allow more physicality in FIBA than they do in the NBA?
No, I think, Kevin, different parts of the game, there's more physicality. Like on the free throw line, boxing out. Like going up for rebounds, they let a lot more than we're used to go. But usually the NBA players adjust, and they find their way.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
McConnell passes to Brogdon. And Warren with the basket on the assist from Brogdon. Warren's got his second bucket.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Butler passes to Nunn. They grab their own miss. And Butler with the second chance points.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Both teams deciding to change it up. The Heat leading by 19 points. Dragic the pass to Iguodala. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Here's Iguodala. That shot is off. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Here's McConnell, and the layup's good off the glass.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
And Olynyk kicks to Leonard. Pass to Hero. Tries from 10. A rebound by Bitadze. Pacers trail by 19. Here's Sampson. Passes it to McConnell. Here's McDermott. Hits the front of the rim and out. Here's Hero. It's tipped. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Miami ahead. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. They've got T.J. McConnell, and it's McDermott in at the power forward position. There's the pass to McConnell. Shot clock at 6. It's hauled in by Hero.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And good that time.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. NBA gets headlines daily. You know it does, Smitty, around the calendar. There's no off-season, but does the added scrutiny put more pressure, you think, on the players?
Yeah, I think it does. I think now you look at it, everybody wants to see what you're doing in the off-season. And 24/7, you look at it right now, everybody has a camera phone, and everybody is looking for the stars, what they're doing off the court.
Aaron Holiday is checked in for Edmund Sumner. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Heat lead by 21.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
Here's Olynyk. Sinks that one from the post.
And really, the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
Holiday looking for an opening. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Dragic is running. His three-pointers off the mark. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip.
All about the team. Justin Holiday looking for the open man and finding him.
Back to Dragic. A three ball. No good that time. So the Pacers will take it the other way. And the foul called on Myers-Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for T.J. McConnell. Here's Holiday. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got his fourth rebound in this one. Here's Jones. Oladipo with the block. Butler with the steal. Good ball movement here by Miami. Dragic the pass to Adebayo. Oh, the power on that throw-down.
Pretty tall point guard. Goran Dragic sees the entire floor. Terrific look.
Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
The Heat making a switch here. Nunn's checked in, and there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo.
He always has the green light to take those kinds of shots because he is absolutely lethal from there.
Butler with the ball. Ogden picks him up, and it's sent back by Turner. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. And the shot by Warren, no good. The Heat leading by 19. Butler kicks to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And how about out. He takes on the defender head on and then throws down the two-hander.
Guys, straight power there. Straight power. Count that one.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
Here's Nunn. He's guarded by Brogdon. Out left to the wing. Robinson passes to Nunn. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's a 2 from Butler. And he overshot that one, missing. Pacers trail by 19.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Heat.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games. And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Butler.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
Now here is Holiday. Not a lot of room. And the shot no good, a bit short. Now Adebayo. Pass to Robinson. From deep. From beyond the arc and then some. And the Heat lead by 20.
Oh, that's a real nice looking deep three ball there.
Brogdon kicks to Oladipo. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Warren. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending.
Can't wait to get started in the NBA 2K21 demo, get my player started, and of course, all-time Lakers versus all-time Celtics.
Just out of curiosity, Chris, who has more championship rings?
Yeah, I was going to talk about the Lakers, but then you bring up that argument, and I really don't have anything to say about it, unfortunately. So that's a low blow.
And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Brogdon.
He hasn't been as sharp in the past 10 games as we're used to. It shows in his passing. The assist numbers down. Even the simple passes look tough for him right now. Maybe tonight he can get back on his game.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Victor Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holiday in at the shooting guard position. And for Chicago, Markkanen and Carter are up front. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. And it's White in at point guard. It's good from the top of the key. Big conference rivalry tonight, Chris. Think back to some of your legendary bouts between, say, your Sacramento team and the LA Lakers.
Oh, man, my ears are ringing right now. I got the cowbells ringing in my ears just from you saying that. But
pretty exciting, wasn't it?
Yeah, oh, man, it was awesome. But it's not just another game. Your pride is involved in it. It's about your standings in the conference. And also,
look at him fly!
Get out the way! And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Here's Brogdon, and he jams it with authority.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
White drives in. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist.
Capable of doing many things well. Levine has a good sense of when his guys are open.
Holiday left side. And he drops it in from the low post.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Shoots from 14, up again, and Markkanen on the follow.
I love the effort there. It's huge whenever Markkanen uses his body and height to grab offensive boards.
Brogdon against White. Oladipo right side. Satoransky's checked in for Chicago. Bounce pass from Brogdon. Warren finds Holiday. Clock at 6. Lets it go from the wing. No good that time. Nice D from Porter. To the middle. Here's Carter. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
The physicality Carter Jr. plays with, it's impressive. It's what makes defenders overcommit like this.
Bulls making a switch here. Dunn's checked in. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for the Pacers.
And see, Webb, you talk to the Bulls fans, and they are eager for a return to greatness.
Yeah, GA, it's been a long time since the Jordan era, and Bulls fans know it. But you know, GA, the Bulls have a very loyal group of fans. Their patience has been tested, though, but this team needs results.
Brogdon shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
And a player who flew under the radar last year, Malcolm Brogdon. Pacers wanted to add him over the summer. Got a hefty deal from Indiana to lead the Bucks. Exactly the kind of player that the Pacers need.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Young comes in for Markkanen, and it's Chandler Hutchison in for Otto Porter Jr. Starter in this league for almost a decade. Thaddeus Young's numbers, Greg, won't blow you away. So what is it that makes him a winning player?
I think it starts with his defense, Kevin. Drawing charges and getting deflections. His quickness puts him in a position to make those effort plays.
Jakar Sampson's checked in for Indiana. T.J. McConnell comes in for Malcolm Brogdon. And McConnell gets it to go.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Yeah, it's all about establishing a rhythm. I mean, you start to see it fall, you begin to believe.
He lobs it up. Holiday left side. McConnell scanning the floor. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Sedorensky. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter from downtown. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there. Here's Young. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's McConnell. McDermott, nice persistence to tip it back up and in.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Hutchison passes to Valentine. Sampson pulls it in.
Everything looked good until the finish, and it all goes wrong.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And the first one drops. Harrison's checked in for Chicago. Edmund Sumner's checked in for Indiana. Both shots good from the stripe. Bulls trail by 4. Here's Valentine. Banked in off the glass.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
27 seconds left to play here in the first. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. The Pacers have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
So he gets them both. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Young, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. The first one falls. That one misses. Here's Sumner to the paint. Here's Sampson. That one good for 2.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And they're scoring pretty well. We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Credit to coaching, GM. Some guys wouldn't have made those substitutions in the first quarter. But now it's paying off.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. They've got T.J. McConnell and it's Sampson in at the 3 spot. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, there's not a lot of NBA players who come from Finland. Now there's Lauri Markkanen. Before him, there was Hanno Matala, who was actually Lauri's high school coach. Markkanen is soft-spoken and family-focused, but he says everything starts from basketball. All the decisions I make are based on if it helps me on the basketball court. Kevin?
Terrific attitude. David, thanks. Here's Sumner. And he drops in the layup off the glass. As with every position creating offense now, which big men do the best job of scoring off the bounce?
That's a good question. LaMarcus Aldridge in San Antonio, Coach Pop is giving him the freedom. And Joel Embiid, we sleep on him because he's 7 foot, but when he faces up in the post, he doesn't usually give you his back. He faces up, triple threat, gives you a jab step, a counter in and out, and gives you something nice. I mean, his ball handling ability is great for a 7-footer, and I like Embiid.
Here's McDermott. That one misses. And the Bulls going the other way now. And this game is done. They'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Sumner, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Harrison kicks to White. Young, right side. And Young with the stuff.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, Greg, it's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here's Sampson, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Sampson's got 6 points. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
White left side. Here's Cornette, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Cornette, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. And it's White missing. Here's Sumner. Sampson, the pass to Sumner. Inside, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And while we can now, let's check in on the top scoring rookies in the NBA. And you look at White, top 5 scorer in the league. What a player he is.
Well, coming in, you wondered how his talent would translate at this level in terms of scoring. And I've got to say, apparently, it's translating pretty well.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Holiday, the pass to Warren. Good work defensively by Carter.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Holiday against Levine. Takes the 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Holiday left side. And the pass to Brogdon. Here's Oladipo. 29 seconds left in the first half of the game. It's deflected.
The coaching staff loves this. They know marketing has the length needed to swat a lot of shots away.
It's good on the putback. Carter's got the lead up to 3 now for the Bulls.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Here's Oladipo. Setoransky grabs the miss. Right side, Porter with 1 on the clock, and Markkanen with the basket on the assist from Porter. 6 points for Lauri Markkanen.
Now, when the mid-range jams going in, it helps Markkanen with this 3-point shot to force a defense.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. They did give up a couple bad ones. And that should...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's getting it done is Thaddeus Young.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's Porter. And at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group for Jim Boylan as we begin the second half. Pacers trail by 7.
Yeah, and with Laurie Marketing, you know you're going to get shooting from his spot. Great release and has been efficient from range since his rookie year.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Brogdon against White. Warren on the wing. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And they pick up 2. And Chris, with Markkanen, the shooting frees up the rest of his offensive game.
Yeah, and he's better than you think at going to the rim. He doesn't blow by anyone, but has the length and the hops on his drives to get a solid look while on the move.
Here's Oladipo, and finished off by Oladipo.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. From deep three-point range. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Indiana. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors.
And it's going to be home game after home game after home game for this group. So they got a great chance to string together a number of wins given how strong they've been playing.
Clock at 4. Oladipo goes in. Stolen by Carter. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it from outside the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Levine's got his first 3 points of the game.
You can't play off of Levine so much. He's great at pulling up on a dime like this.
And stolen by Dunn. Levine passes to Carter. Markkanen kicks to Porter. Takes a 3. And the Bulls another 3.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. Now, that makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
And with that, the Chicago lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Oladipo.
Rock solid start for them. I mean, they're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
Levine passes to Dunn. No good that time. Good D by Brogdon. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for Indiana. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
Like the show of unselfishness from Porter, wanting to improve as a passer and hit his open teammates.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Hey, guys, you think he was sending a message on that one? He doesn't like losing.
Levine can't hit.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
And stolen by Dunn. Fires from deep. Levine can't hit.
He's lucky his teammates have picked up the slack for him. I mean, his shooting has been horrific.
Indiana again turning it over. Now that we have a moment, let's see who have been the top assist teams in the league this season. The Pacers in 5th.
And a team that shares the ball will create opportunities for the right player to score.
Dunn looking over the floor. Passes to Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
What unselfishness from the young guard, Dunn. He's making more of an effort to distribute the ball.
And the foul on Wendell Carter. That's his first foul. Bulls making a switch here. Hutchison's checked in. The Pacers also changing it up. McDermott comes in for Oladipo. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. Here's Warren. Excellent D there from Markkanen. The Bulls leading by 7. Alley-oop try. Hutchison's shot is off.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Here's Dunn. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And you love to have a player like Chris Dunn out on the perimeter with his defense.
Oh, man, big men love guards that can actually keep their assignment in front of them. Dunn has quick feet, great lateral movement, and that's why he's a successful defender.
Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for the Bulls. Satoransky comes in for Levine. Pacers have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. That's good from Holiday. White, he's checked in for Dunn. And he makes both free throws.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
And Young, here we go. Hutchison's shot is off. Pacers trail by 5.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to give the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
Pacers have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. And the first one drops. Both good from the line that time.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Outside, Markkanen. Back to Satoransky. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And so he hits both. Holiday with it. Jacks up a 3. It's not going to go for him. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Bulls lead by 5. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And so in the game for the Pacers. They've got Turner, and it's McDermott in at the 3 spot. Pass to Turner, stolen by Carter. In transition, here come the Bulls. Here's Hutchison. Holiday with the block. And they get it back. Markkanen passes to Satoransky. Up top, Markkanen. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Carter. Good on the 13-footer. And the Bulls lead by 7.
He moves well without the ball. Carter Jr. positions himself well for catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Here's Turner. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that's reflected in the score.
And Holiday throws it down.
And this is too easy for Holiday. When he sees a lane open, watch out.
Warren against Markkanen. Here's Hutchison. And Satoransky kicks to White. Good on the 13-footer.
Beautiful touch there. Give White these types of looks consistently, and he's going to make you pay.
Holiday looking for an opening. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Chicago. The Pacers also with a sub. Watkins checked in. Carter finds White. Here's Markkanen. The kick out to Porter. Lets it go with the 3. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, he's just such a terrific offensive rebound. I mean, Carter Jr. excels at using his big body to his advantage on the glass.
Holiday with the 3. It's all in by the Bulls. Markkanen's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Back to Carter. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. And now a 7-point Bulls lead. Outside Holiday. Down low. Warren, good.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Right the pass to Markkanen. Brogdon against Satoransky. White down low. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the Bulls lead by 7.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
And Thomas Satoransky against the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Bulls making a switch here. Levine's checked in, and Indiana with the change here too. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Justin Holiday. Oladipo against Porter. Oladipo, good. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And it's Aaron Holiday with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. White, he's checked in for Satoransky. 1:36 left to play in the final quarter. Levine for 3, drops in the tray.
Looking comfortable in the pick and roll action. Levine just taking what he sees in these sets.
Outside Holiday. Chicago grabs the miss. Carter's got his 6th rebound on the night. Levine dishes to Carter. Levine against Holiday. Now here's Levine. He's guarded closer. Shot clock at 5. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. And the call on the and so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Carter kicks to Porter. 3-pointer. He can't hit that time. And Indiana will come the other way. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Oladipo misses. The clock now can just run out for the Bulls. Left side, Porter. Carter, the pass to White. And here's Levine, guarded by Holiday. And again, Chicago, no good. Now, here's Brogdon. Nice D from Levine. And so it's Chicago winning this one. It was up for grabs right until the final second.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group had.
unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
the tallest building in the state of Indiana. And with a lot of optimism. Thanks, D.A. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Ashman and Love are the forwards. And it's Drummond in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And for the Pacers, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Holiday in at the 2-guard spot. And it's Drummond missing. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Pacers.
Miles Turner, the 11th pick in 2015. I think defensively probably the best player out of that class. And if you view it through that prism, you wonder if going back he might have gone top 5. That's about reading the floor. Hits his man right where he wanted it.
Holiday. Sexton grabs the board. And here are the Cavaliers. Garland, the pass to Love. Finished off the break.
A really great job by Kevin Love to run the floor, outworks the defense, able to finish in transition.
And you know, Doris, there were some medical red flags for Turner that may have caused him to slip a bit in that draft.
Yes, but I think he has alleviated any of those concerns. Credit him and the trainers for developing his core and for this young man paying the price in the weight room. He's gotten stronger and stronger.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Oladipo for 3, and the Pacers can't get it to go.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Stolen by Holiday. Brogdon outside. Pass to Turner to stop the run, and it's slammed in by Turner.
How about that? He's 7 feet tall, and Miles Turner, because of that ability to move in any direction at any moment, is a big-time problem inside.
Here's Oladipo, and finished off by Oladipo.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
Well, just terrific anticipation to force the turnover and ignite the break.
Now here's Love. 17 points for him last game against the Bulls in Chicago.
Yeah, don't forget how great he was drawing contact and getting himself to the free throw line. Picked up a ton of easy points there. What I love about Colin Sexton, guys, is he's super aggressive. He knows speed and athleticism are his advantage, and he makes great use of both of those things.
The shot by Brogdon, no good. Cavaliers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Osman, the pass to Love. 3-pointer. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Oladipo for 3. The rebound by Kevin Love. And the 8th pick back in 2018, Sexton with all the physical tools, Doris, you look for at the point guard position.
Yes, Kevin, but like most young players, there is still a lot to learn for Colin. Some of his vets were not shy about saying that early on. This young man has got time. He's got to put his head down and go to work.
Here's Oladipo following the basket by Colin Sexton. And the shot by Warren, no good.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Sexton's shot is good. Sexton's got 12 in the game.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Good.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Here's Osman. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Drummond, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Oladipo, left side, gets the 14-footer to fall. Oladipo's got his second basket of the night.
You simply must respect the mid-range game of Victor Oladipo. When given the opportunity, he will capitalize.
And Drummond is right there.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
The kick out to Oladipo. Outside Holiday. Cavaliers with the rebound. Drummond's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That's his first foul. And Indiana making a change here. McDermott's checked in. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Porter's checked in. Drummond. Good work defensively by Turner.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
McDermott kicks to Warren. And stolen by Sexton. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Porter. Rebounded by McDermott.
Unbelievable. He blew that. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
And it's Warren with the jam.
Well, Victor Oladipo's passing skills probably unappreciated. This guy is very unselfish and capable.
Here's Drummond. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Oladipo with the ball. And he banks in the layup. Oladipo's got 6.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And so it's Cleveland with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. Back right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
On the floor for Cleveland getting going here in the second. Nance and Thompson are up front. Then it's Porter. Then there's Garland. And it's Windler in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Porter. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Thompson passes to Porter. On the clock. Here's Nance. Back to Thompson. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Windler. Thompson controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, I think the activity level that Tristan Thompson plays with on missed shots is something every NBA player can learn from.
Holiday with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, tough environment. They were right there, but just missed some key shots.
You know what? Playing on the road is always challenging. It requires a level of energy and focus. You've got to match what the home team gives you, and they didn't do it.
Jakar Sampson's checked in for the Pacers. Here's Windler. Garland, the pass to Windler. Fires for 3. You know, Doris, I know your style of play at Providence was one of aggressiveness, a lot of instinct, a lot of smarts, great skill. But I think you also have an appreciation for the players that are real scrappy on the floor.
What I love, Kevin, are guys who can influence the game without having incredible offensive skill. So a guy like Patrick Beverly, so a little bit undersized, but would you like to have that guy pick you up at 94 feet, be in your grill and in your face like he gives no quarter, he gives no concessions? If he were checking Kevin Harlan, my goodness, you'd have a long night.
That would be a torture chamber. I agree with you. Here's Windler. The Pacers making the shot. Pass to Garland. To the middle. Here's Nance. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Cavaliers lead by 6.
Well, Larry Nance, because of the athleticism and the burst off his feet, is incredible on the interior. Look out.
The kick out to Holiday. Shoots. No good on the shot. And Cleveland the other way now.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Garland, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Bitadze, the pass to Sampson. And the Cavaliers this summer selecting point guard Darius Garland with the 5th overall pick. The second-year man, Colin Sexton, already on the roster. Greg, how do you see the fit between these two players?
Well, I mean, both are 6'2". The questions will come at the defensive end of the floor. Offensively, both show great promise as shooters, very scoring-minded guards, reminiscent possibly of a Lillard-McCollum pairing for the Blazers, which could be a roadmap for the Cavs.
Pass to Sumner. Back to McConnell. Front past the arc. Nance gets the rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Porter dishes to Sexton. And the Rebound goes to the Pacers. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Holiday left side. And there's the pass to McConnell. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Pacers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
At the line for your Pacers.
That's good from McConnell.
And back in his day as coach of the Blazers, players called Nate McMillan Sarge for his style. Very tough and demanding.
The beauty, though, Greg, to me is Nate McMillan has adapted. He has given more leeway for his players and his assistant coaches. He's willing to take players aside and bring a more personal approach. And I think in today's NBA, that's critical.
Thompson with the bucket. And the Cavaliers lead by 2.
And Thompson becoming so good at getting a shot up at the right angle so it can't be blocked.
To the inside, stolen by Thompson. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Shoots from the block. It's Drummond, high post. Here's Thompson. Second chance shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. Thompson's got 6 points.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's Sumner, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson. Pacers have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4. No good on the free throw.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Love check in for Thompson. Cleveland leading by 5. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Love kicks to Sexton. McDermott with the steal. One-on-one here. Here's Sumner. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 6 rebounds here tonight. That'll go on McDermott. That is his first foul of the game. A 3 off the inbound. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. It was Colin Sexton who got hot in the first. He had 12 points and 1 steal. Hey.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been quite a game for Colin Sexton.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Holiday in a 2-guard. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. And here are the Cavaliers now, following the score by Indiana. Here's Love. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. And the Cavaliers lead by 5.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside Holiday. Shoots over Garland. The shot by Holiday, no good.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Guys, just pure strength from Kevin Love. The defense just not good enough.
And of course, among NBA big men, Kevin Love with some of the best hands you'll find in the league.
No doubt, Kevin, and that's going to help in his shooting game, his passing game, and his rebounding game. This is one of the most skilled bigs we've seen in the history of the league.
Now, here's Sexton. He's guarded by Brogdon. The shot by Sexton, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
And the foul on Miles Turner. That is his first foul of the game. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. And another miss by Cleveland. Pacers trail by 3. Oladipo goes in. It's over Garland. Oladipo misses. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Pass to Love. Back to Nance. And Nance slams it in.
Well, that kind of assist will make you very popular with your teammates. Kevin Love is adept as a big man at putting it on time and on target.
Out to the wing. Now the feed to Nance. And the jam by Larry Nance.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Left side, Love. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Nance.
And let's take a look now at the stats for Holiday. How last month turned out for him. He's averaging about 7 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
Turner feeds it to Warren. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws. That one on Love.
When TJ Warren is being aggressive, good things tend to happen. Puts the defense in a tough spot there.
Quarters checked in for Cleveland.
Well, you think back to TJ Warren and how good he has been for the last few years. And yet last season, he took a huge step forward by adding the three-pointer to his arsenal.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
To the paint. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. 6 points for T.J. Warren.
Well, so committed to scoring near the cup. T.J. Warren, nice touch.
And the way Warren improved his three-point shooting last year, Doris, was incredible.
No doubt, Kevin. This is a guy who went from below 25% the year before from distance to making over 40% of his range shots. He did all this while coming close to tripling his three-point attempts. What an improvement.
Now, here's Garland. Larry Nance unable to get his shot to go. Shot clock at 6. Love trying to break loose. The shot's good from Nance. Nance has got 8 points in the quarter.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Cavaliers have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. They get it back.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
The shot by Holiday, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by McConnell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. Jakar Sampson's checked in for T.J. Warren. And Cleveland making a change here. He's off on the second.
You know what I love about Larry Nance Jr.? This guy came into the league as a tremendous athlete, but his skill set just keeps improving. The passing, the shooting, I love it.
Here's Sampson, and he gets the bucket.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
And stolen by McConnell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Is on Colin Sexton. For Indiana, they have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. And good on the second, so he makes them both. With 2 seconds left, here's Thompson, misses. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. Cavaliers lead by 1. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why, Greg, great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court for Cleveland, Larry Nance out there with Thompson. Then it's Porter. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Sexton in at the 1. Now, here's Sexton. Shot clock at 2. Drummond with another miss.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Here's Turner. Nails the baby hook. Turner's got the lead up to 1 now for the Pacers.
You can see how comfortable Miles Turner is on the interior. He knows he has the size and length to dominate.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And Sumner gets it to go.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
Passes it to Sexton. Back to Drummond. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
I'll tell you, you love the attitude of Miles Turner. No one is getting off these shots when he's nearby. No one.
Sampson's shot, good.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Here's Porter, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Now, here's Brogdon. Basket counts, and the Pacers lead by 5.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And Thompson kicks to Porter. Pass to Osman. Cleveland moving it around. Turner with the steal. Here's Oladipo, and finished off by Oladipo.
Oladipo is a star, and he powers through the contact to convert.
Back to Sexton. Stolen by Brogdon. Right side Holiday. The kick out to Oladipo. 6 to shoot. Tips it up, and Turner stays with it.
Well, Kevin, you love the determination, right? Miles Turner effectively getting to the window and getting another opportunity.
2 minutes. 2-1. Thompson outside. That'll go on McDermott. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. The pass to Drummond. Turner with the steal.
Yeah, you don't see those over and back calls too often because they're just so easy to avoid.
Right. It doesn't happen often. It's kind of a silly mistake. We'll see if they can make up for it on the defensive end.
Here's Osman after the made shot from Victor Oladipo. Looking to end the run, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
And Indiana making a change here. Warren's checked in. Kevin Love's checked in for Cleveland. Garland comes in for Porter. Holiday, the pass to Oladipo. From the arc, Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got the lead up to 12 now for Indiana.
Oh, yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, Greg, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Indiana.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40. And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Miles Turner.
Boy, his activity really stood out to me on the defensive end. He harassed ball handlers, came up with steals in transition. You had the feeling guys were looking over their shoulder, worried he was going to pick their pocket. And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Drummond dishes to Garland. 17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Love kicks to Eisman. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Warren. So it's Indiana picking up the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it.
unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
We've been talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and joining us for 45 episodes in NBA 2K20.
We've had so much fun connecting with you all over this past season.
So as we put NBA 2K20 to a close, we take a look back at our favorite.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. And here's a look at some numbers for Brogdon.
He hasn't been as sharp in the past 10 games as we're used to. It shows in his passing. The assist numbers down. Even the simple passes look tough for him right now. Maybe tonight he can get back on his game.
So here's Miami's starting group. Jimmy Butler is out there with Jones. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Robinson. And it's Nunn in at the 1 spot. And for the Pacers, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holiday in at the 2 guard. Now here's Brogdon. And that one is stuffed right through.
And you know, at 6'5", Brogdon is a threat to dunk it now. You've got to respect his height. He gets up pretty good, too.
And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That is his first foul of the game. Clark, terrific defensive teams tonight, both highly ranked. What will the offenses have to do to get some scoring in this one?
Well, a few things. One, you've got to be patient. You've got to be ready and willing to make the extra pass. And then you also have to mix up what you do offensively. You don't want the defense to get a steady diet of what you're trying to do. Keep the defense off balance.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
And it's Miami's ball. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them. Nunn can't get it to fall.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Nailed from three-point land.
He's so good at shooting while in rhythm. Victor Oladipo. I like how he's reading the defense before shooting the pull-up J.
On the basket by Jones.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Here's Holiday. It's blocked. Right side, Butler. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
What a nice touch on the floater. Butler has perfected that shot. Has it down to a science.
Adebayo makes it off the glass.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Oladipo outside. Top of the key. Indiana with a new shot clock. And Turner stays with it.
Boy, how about the determination of Turner? I mean, he's a wrecking ball on the glass on both ends of the floor. Just doesn't give up on plays.
Shoots from the elbow. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And Jones sends it back. They get it back. Here's Robinson. The shot misses. So Indiana will take it the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah, you know, they didn't have their best stuff, but they were still getting after it. So you got to really appreciate the effort and hustle.
Miami with the ball. After T.J. Warren's miss, that one falls. Nunn's got 8.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint. And a finalist for Coach of the Year in 2019, Nate McMillan passing 600 wins last season.
Well, you think about that. That's an impressive milestone for an outstanding coach in Nate McMillan. He moved into the top 25 all-time in wins. He's had 2 other stops as a head coach, Portland and Seattle, and I think he's doing some of his best work with the Pacers.
The Pacers making a switch here. McDermott's checked in, and that one good.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Dragic against Brogdon. 5 to shoot. Oladipo for 3, and Butler sends it back.
No denying it. Butler, a superb defender. Really does a nice job using his length to turn shots away.
Kelly Olynyk's checked in for the Heat. Iguodala comes in for Butler. Now here's Dragic. 11-point game his last outing.
And a chance to check out the stats for Dragic. He's had an impressive second half of the season. He's right around 17 points a night, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
And there's the pass to McDermott. Pass to McConnell to stop the run. That one wide left.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And he gets the jumper to drop. The Heat leading by 10. And here's Dragic. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Hero, no good. But if it goes, doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's the Miami Heat going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up. Jimmy Butler, a hard worker on the floor and off the court is.
I worked extremely hard to.
A boombox aquarium, huh? Points for originality, Greg.
Butler, not shy, breaking from convention, beats to the rhythm of his own drum.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Heat, Iguodala out there with Dragic. Then there's Myers Leonard. Then it's Kelly Olynyk, and it's Silva in at the small forward. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. It's getting late in the season. Let's now see the standings out east. Taking a look at Miami. They've had a great season, and will look to extend that into the playoffs. And, of course, the Pacers, right behind them, just one spot down.
And right now, for the Pacers, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
Now, here's McConnell. D right on him. Bijadze. No good on the triple.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Pass to Sampson. Out to the right wing. McDermott finds Holiday. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Holiday's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And with Andre Iguodala, he doesn't give you 20 points tonight like he once did, Greg, but he still shows up when you need him.
Iggy can still hit the switch, so to speak, and go back to his all-star level of play for stretches. I mean, the numbers don't jump out at you, but he is so valuable during big games, particularly in the postseason.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Jakar Sampson. Edmund Sumner comes in for Justin Holiday. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Doug McDermott. Adebayo is checked in for Miami. Knocks it loose. And it's Leonard at the elbow. Back to Adebayo. The rebound by Turner. Pacers trail by 9. Oladipo goes in, and it's Oladipo with the jam.
Well, the explosive nature of Oladipo's drives to the rim are incredible. Hard for any defense to keep him from attacking the way he does.
Leonard trying to break free. Here's Adebayo.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Mark, I want to take you back a bit here to 1982. What was going through your mind over your first few NBA games?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I was really excited and thankful to have a chance to realize a dream, but I was also a little bit nervous going up against some of the guys that I had watched and idolized from afar. But once you're between those lines, it's not about idolizing guys. It's about trying to posterize them.
Any player in particular, one player that you looked out on the floor and you were out there as well saying, oh my goodness, look who I'm playing against tonight?
Well, when we first saw the Celtics and the Sixers, Larry Bird and those great teams in the 80s, Cedric Maxwell and Kevin McHale, and the Sixers, my rookie year, won it all. And they had Moses Malone, Dr. J, Bobby Jones, some of the greats in the game. So those two teams, and Dr. J and Larry Bird in particular.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Sumner's shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
None, that's good.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Elbow shot, and the jumper is on the mark.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
Here's Sumner, defended by Butler. Oladipo outside. The shot by Brogdon, wide open. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And though they've made the playoffs 4 straight years, Indiana can't seem to get past the first round.
And it's not for a lack of effort, guys. The effort is there. The chemistry and continuity is there. They suffered a big, untimely injury, though, one to Victor Oladipo, and it's been hard for them to attract top free agents as well.
And the shot by Warren, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Hero. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Oladipo misses. Jones looking for an opening. And the last shot before the buzzer is off.
Oladipo.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. Miami did not hesitate to set the pace. They led by as many as 12 points. And
we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. And so here is Indiana, trailing here by 8. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Oladipo. And it's Holiday in at the shooting guard position. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
It's Oladipo on the wing. No good with the triple.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
And that one's good by Butler.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
For the three, hits the three-point bomb. Butler's got 9 points.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Outside Holiday, it's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And Robinson gets it to go on the assist by Jones.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Will it go? And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Mark, who are a few under-the-radar guys who really get it done scoring the ball at that forward position?
Well, I tell you what, a couple of names that come to mind. Bogan Bogdanovic, outstanding scorer. Gallinari, and then John Collins, the young fellow down in Atlanta. Those 3 guys are all a little bit undervalued as scorers.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Iguodala against Holiday. And Iguodala is good for 3. Iguodala's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
McDermott kicks to McConnell. The 3. That shot off. Now the Heat take it the other way.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Here's Sampson. Here's McDermott. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Heat. On Friday, the New York Knicks coming to town, tipping off a homestand for them. Then on Saturday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Pacers making a switch here. Sumner's checked in. Back to McDermott. Crowder pulls it in. And here are the Heat now. They're on a 17-6 run. And out of Marquette, Jay Crowder, ranked a sturdy two-way wing player.
A great system player and glue guy. He had his best years with the Celtics. On the final year of this contract, a great value considering what he brings to the table. Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. And again, it's the Heat missing. Pacers trail by 15. Here's McDermott. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Outside Holiday. Knocks down the three ball. Holiday's got his second basket of the night.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Near the three-point line, it's Dragic. Good on the jump shot. And the Heat lead by 14.
Well, I'm not sure how that one found the bottom of the net, but hey, you take it when it comes.
Here's Sumner, and he dunks it down.
And he breaks out the tomahawk. No soft finish there. Pure power.
Yeah, we could feel that one all the way over here.
Yeah, great aggressive move to the bucket there. He wasn't about to pass that one up. He threw it down.
And so it's the Miami Heat. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Jones is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Robinson. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Nunn in at the point guard.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And it's Aaron Holiday with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. That's his first foul. To the middle. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Here's Nunn, and it's sent back by Turner.
What timing from Turner. I mean, that's a big part of blocking shots. Reading the shooter and then timing it perfectly to send that shot in reverse.
Just 2 to shoot.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
The shot by Adebayo, no good.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this.
And with that, the Heat lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Brogdon.
Brogdon does a nice job using his body close to the basket. He's a strong guard who knows what to do down there.
That's good from Holiday on the assist by Warren. Holiday's got 4 points this quarter.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Robinson for 3. The long distance 3 is buried. And the Heat lead by 9.
Always a threat. 3-point land that time was seriously expanded.
Holiday finds Brogdon. Right at the free throw line. Up again. And Warren able to finish. Warren's got his first basket of the night.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. And Indiana, another 3.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Here's Adebayo. The Pacers pull it in. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That is his first foul of the game. Brogdon outside. Here's Oladipo, and finished off by Oladipo.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Turner. It's good on the putback.
Evolving as a leader right before our eyes. It's important that Turner continue to prove he can score in big moments.
Stolen by Holiday. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Brogdon.
Boy, it's clear why people are high on Brogdon. His ability to take over on important possessions, Outstanding.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. And Oladipo has it in the corner. Over Butler. But he recovers it. The kick out to Warren. Clock is at 3. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Jones drives in, and he uses the glass on the layup. Now it's a 6-point Heat lead.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for the Heat.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And that one's good, Brogdon.
Outstanding poise from Malcolm Brogdon. Relishes any chance he gets to be the man in the clutch.
Passes it to Jones. Shoots over Warren. And the shot is long. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
Here's Holiday, and Jones sends it back. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Goran Dragic is checked in for Miami.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Good!
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now Brogdon. And so it's Miami winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending.
Welcome to this very special episode of NBA 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. Special episode because we have reached number 200.
Here's Tatum and Slam.
In your bed.
You play 2K
all the time.
You act.
Yep. Oh yeah.
And now you have an album. Anything you can't do?
I can't lose.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this. I had a chance to take a look at some numbers for Brogdon.
He hasn't been as sharp in the past 10 games as we're used to. It shows in his passing. The assist numbers down. Even the simple passes look tough for him right now. Maybe tonight he can get back on his game.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the... Oh, that was something else!
The creativity, extreme athleticism. You see why Zach's won the dunk contest multiple times.
Porter against Oladipo. Back to Brogdon. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Well, Smitty, the future for these two teams, terrific. A lot of young talent on display.
Yes, it is, and you got to be happy if you're the fan base. You can grow with these guys, and you can see them grow, and they are going to win a lot of games in the future.
Here's Holiday, and some very quick points for him on that possession.
Terrible shot selection, but you've got to appreciate his confidence.
Levine against Holiday. Levine passes to Carter. He had a nice open look right there.
The versatility of Wendell. He can shoot off 1 to 2 dribbles as well as off the catch.
The shot by Brogdon, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Levine can't hit. The Pacers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Oladipo laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
For 3, Levine. The shot missing. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Holiday with it. Now defended by Levine. Brogdon pitch to Oladipo. Unloads from 13. And that one drops for him. Oladipo's got his second basket of the game.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And early on, if you're him, you just want to see the ball go through the net and get into some kind of rhythm.
And the foul on Wendell Carter. That's his first foul. White against Brogdon. Oladipo outside. Can't hit from the elbow.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Looking at the Bulls roster, there is a lot to like. They have a great collection of talent, and their core players are all very young and improving.
Holiday gets the bucket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's White, and it's sent back by Turner. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Indiana. Chicago also making some changes. Satoransky comes in for Otto Porter Jr. and Chris Dunn subbed in for White. Dunn's shot's good. And Steve, for the Bulls fans, their hopes lie in their young core.
Totally agree. The Bulls should focus on developing that core. Have a good blend with Levine, Markkanen, and Carter. They just need to keep their eye on the prize.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Now a chance to check out the top NBA block leaders. Miles Turner 4th.
There aren't going to be many nights when you don't see him affect the game with his shot blocking ability.
Bulls shooting their first free throws of the game.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Young comes in for Markkanen, and it's Chandler Hutchison in for Levine.
And checking out the numbers here for McConnell, how last month turned out for him, averaging about 4 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Dunn passes to Cornett. Stolen by Holiday. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. Pass to McDermott. Back to Holiday. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
He has this in his family genes. Justin Holiday's brothers also play this game at a high level. Drew and Aaron, talented family.
And Justin Holiday, one of the many Holiday brothers in the NBA, Smitty, a strong shooter.
I like that Justin Holiday does more than just shoot. Solid rebounder for his position, and you can bet on him to also come up with a few takeaways, Kevin.
Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for the Bulls. Indiana leading by 8. Here's Sampson. Shoots from 12. It's hauled in by Cornett. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Paxton coming off the assist from Young.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Stolen by Satoransky. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Cornett. It's blocked. And here's McConnell. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Holiday with the 3. Hutchison with the rebound. Here's Satoransky. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Here's McConnell. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Pacers?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for Indiana, we've got T.J. McConnell, and it's Sampson in at the 3 slot. And Van Heckling that crosses the line, Smitty. We saw the Utah Jazz ban someone for life. How can the NBA do a better job of protecting the players?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I think each organization, let's take our hat off to the Utah Jazz. They acted swiftly and quickly, and I love what they did. They banned the fan for life, and I think you got to hit more of that. And also, I think, you know, as far as the NBA and also along with these teams, have some kind of pregame or, like you said, before the season starts, just reinforcing and stating the rules.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Here's Harrison. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And Indiana making a change here. Holiday's checked in. White, he's checked in for Chicago.
All this means is he has to be careful. Don't want to pick up a cheapie and get sent to the bench with 3 fouls.
Here's Sumner.
Bringing a competitive energy to the defensive end. White stays connected to his man and plays with active hands.
Here's Young. Pass to Cornett. Shot from 12. They get it again, and Young kicks to White. Here's Harrison. Chicago now working with the new shot clock. White drives in, and it's blocked. It's tipped. Down low, Cornette. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And a solid playmaker, White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
And once again off the mark by Indiana. Chicago trailing here. Cornette passes to Young. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Sumner. Rebound by the Bulls.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
And White kicks to Young. And here's Valentine for 3. He can't get that one. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And that was a shocker. Hard to believe that they dropped the ball, so to speak, on that one. And probably a tough pill for them to swallow.
You try not to dwell on losses like that, but hey, you can't help it. Hopefully, they'll learn something from that defeat.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
Launches a 3. It's good from long range. Valentine's got the lead up to 6 now for the Bulls.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Brogdon against Dunn. Sumner kicks to Brogdon. Now the pass to Oladipo. Can they get it? And it's blocked.
And for marketing, contesting shots is not about explosive athleticism. It's about being in the right position and timing it right.
Pacers trail by 6. Well, you just watch Levine play, and you can see the athleticism he possesses. Drake just explodes anytime he wants to.
And guys, with Levine, the speed and first step have always been there for him. But you can see the strength he's added to his game since his rookie year whenever he goes at the rim.
Inside, Carter. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. And the Bulls lead by 6.
Beautiful find by Levine there. Takes his time to survey the floor.
Here's Sumner. Guarded by Levine, and Sumner gets it to go. Here's Chicago. They're on a 15-6 run. Levine inside the three-point line. The rebound by Turner. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he's shooting his free throws to the tune of 75% this season. Fairly standard number.
Justin Holiday's checked in for Edmund Sumner. And the Bulls making a change also. Chandler Hutchison. He's checked in for Otto Porter Jr.
And the ceiling Turner has is impressive. Has the potential to be a dominant big man in this league.
Levine dishes to Carter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. T.J. Warren picks one up. Bulls have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
With Wendell Carter Jr., you love the do-it-all ability, the understanding of the game.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Outside Holiday. And the Pacers can't get it to go. The Bulls leading by 5. And there's Levine on the assist from Dunn. Levine's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Latrey, good on the three-point shot. Levine's got the lead back up to 7 now for the Bulls.
Oh yeah, it's going to be payback. Levine matching threes and making plays.
And
it's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. They only had a couple rough stretches, and as the first period came to a close, and that does it for our...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Malcolm Brogdon really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
So for Chicago right now, Markkanen and Carter are up front. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Porter at the 3 spot. And they'll keep possession. 4 on the shot clock. And it's Turner off the drive.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
On the wing, Porter. Stolen by Brogdon, and it's Otto Porter with the foul. That's his first foul. Oladipo outside. Passes it to Turner.
You see defensively Carter with good instincts. He can move his feet, and of course, he gives you the size.
Porter finds Carter. Stolen by Warren. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for the Pacers. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Oladipo outside. A lot of talent in the 2018 draft, Smitty. Who do you think has the highest ceiling of that group?
Kevin, I love that question because it's not who's the best player who has the best talent. It's the ceiling. I think Jaren Jackson Jr., Marvin Bagley, those guys have so much room to grow. The Doncic and the Trae Young, those guys are fantastic. They have room to grow, but I think those two have a lot of room to grow, and they're already good.
Here's White. Markkanen trying to break loose. And it's White missing. Pacers trail by 5. Left side, Warren. On the wing, Holiday. Back to McConnell. Indiana moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. And Oladipo, here we go. No good.
Ugly start to this half. Hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
And again, Chicago turns it over. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
McDermott's checked in for Victor Oladipo. Chicago also making some changes. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Carter. Denzel Valentine comes in for Zach LaVine. And Satoransky subbed in for White. Some changes for Chicago. Young's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Porter. And it's Harrison in for Denzel Valentine. Left side, Turner. Pass to Holiday. Lets it go from deep. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Young passes to Harrison. Backed in, coming off the assist from Young. Harrison's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bulls. Has to be Thompson. Back to McConnell. There's the pass to McDermott. On the wing, Holiday. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Chicago making a switch here. Dunn's checked in. Shoots. That shot misses. So the Pacers will take it the other way. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Here's Satoransky, and it's good for 2. Satoransky's got 6.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
The kick out to Holiday. Passes to Bitadze. Nails the 16-footer. Bitadze's got his second basket.
All about the team. Justin Holiday looking for the open man and finding him.
Here's Satoransky, fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
And Indiana making a change here. Ogden's checked in. Chicago also making some changes. Carter, he's checked in for Young. And Lauri Markkanen subbed in for Shaquille Harrison. And here's Brogdon from the arc. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 6 rebounds in the game. Satoransky, the pass to Hutchison, and it's blocked. And a fast break now for the Pacers. McDermott, no one around him. A three-pointer is right on target. McDermott's got his first 3 points of the game.
This is just fun watching Doug McDermott shoot the basketball. Comfortable to pull up whenever he has room to shoot it.
Count that bucket. And the Bulls lead by 9.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
For 3, Brogdon. Rebound by the Bulls. Carter's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Satoransky. A second chance effort. Out to Carter. Dishes it to Markkanen. The layup off target. The third quarter comes to a close. Bulls out front. They're up by 9. It's the NBA. Head coach Nate McMillan is mic'd up along the sidelines.
Defensively, we got to keep.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Oren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Victor Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Holiday in at the 2. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Here's Dunn. From down in the low post, it goes.
Explosive off the bounce, especially when he's getting space out of the pick and roll situation.
Outside Holiday. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Aaron Holiday is checked in for Justin Holiday. Then for the Bulls, Porter's checked in for Chandler Hutchison. And it's White in for Chris Dunn. Brogdon finds Turner. Takes the 13-footer. Rebound by the Bulls. Carter's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Up top, Markkanen. The 3. They get it back.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Holiday against Levine. From down low. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the... And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Jim Boylan talking with his team. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. See if they were listening, guys.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1 3 in the first half. nothing in the second.
And the 3 off target.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And once again off the mark by Indiana. Chicago leading by 17. Porter passes to Markkanen. Levine, great positioning on the putback.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Stolen by Carter. White with it, picked up by Turner. To the middle, here's Markkanen. Bulls moving the ball around. Count it. Carter's got 4 this quarter.
The height to see over the defense and the unselfishness. Terrific pass by Markkanen.
Holiday with the 3. Hands it from downtown.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Pass to Levine. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Good on the 3-point shot.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Porter looking it over. Carter kicks to Levine. A lot of people think, Steve, there are 3 factors necessary to achieving organizational success. Ownership, and ownership. What do you think?
I guess it's ownership, and ownership. I think it also comes down to trust. Trust in anything gets you a chance to be successful.
And Steve, you know, it's just about establishing that culture, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I think you got to have identity, a culture that everybody wants to be a part of.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Chicago.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Zach LaVine.
He really played at his preferred pace. Never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Pass to Sumner. Tries a 3. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. There's 49 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Sumner. To the paint. Gafford passes to Carter. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Dunn, he's checked in for Porter. Sumner's shot is off. Outside Carter. The Pacers pull it in. 26 seconds left to play here in the 4th.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Satoransky, the pass to Dunn. Harrison. And again, no good by Chicago. And the pass to Sumner. Here's Bitadze. Pass to Leaf. And stolen by Dunn. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure did not.